They allowed folks like D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley to talk about me on their shows. I was told that the reason the show was not going to go further was because affiliates did not want a show that was polarizing, and also that I was not funny enough on a consistent basis. And they're not wrong. These are not let me do a silly skit every morning times. At one point on the show where they called me and they asked me to stop referring to the genocide as a genocide, I played their little game for like a month. And then I just was like, I can't not refer to it as what it is. They allowed folks like D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley to talk about me on their shows, to besmirch my merit, because I was not a supporter because I was not a blind supporter of Kamala Harris. This is the first time I've ever been let go from a creative position. There's a lot of lies and falsehoods about me that are put out there, like, oh, Amanda Seales, she got fired from this. I've never been fired from a creative job. I got fired from the Heartland Brewery in Times Square because I wouldn't stop wearing an afro. But I've never been fired from a creative job because I show up and because I am really good at what I do. So the haters is gonna love this. The haters is gonna love this.
Amanda, known for her sharp wit and social commentary.
Yeah, we don't have to get too much more into that. It just seems like it's a downward spiral. Some people, they have an ascent, you know what I'm saying? Or they just consistently do well and then they go up like that. Some people go up like that. And then some people is just going down and down like that. She's one of those type of people that it seems like is just going down, down, down. I seen another clip where I guess that she was doing this live and she was saying that she wouldn't stop speaking about Palestine or something like that. You can't do what you want to do and not deliver on the numbers. Because at the end of the day, no matter what industry you in, whether it's here on YouTube or if you on TV or if you on radio or whatever platform that you're on, or if you're in corporate America, the numbers talk. It's all about the numbers. And if you are delivering, if you're over delivering, but then at the same time, everybody else is over delivering, well, then now you are in a position where, you know what I'm saying, they can move with a little bit of privilege. But at the end of the day, it really comes back down to the numbers because that's what then generates all of the revenue from advertising. And I don't care what industry you in, numbers talk. And if you're not a person that's easily workable or you're not easy to work with and your numbers is trashy, people will endure you or they'll let you rock out or they'll figure it out or they'll work with you. If you are a person that's actually talented, but at the same time, the numbers may not necessarily reflect it, but you're a cultural fit, meaning that you're easy to work with. You're trying to make sure that they're profitable and all of that. But a lot of these people are going to get a wake-up call, and they already have. They already are. They're going to get a wake-up call because what's going to happen is all of that advertiser money is moving differently. It's not going away. It's moving differently. And it may not necessarily be in radio. Radio is dying. Traditional media outlets are dying. Radio, newspapers, regular cable TV. I heard that Comcast is just completely spinning off all of their subsidiaries and they're going to have to survive on their own. So now you don't have a parent company to continue to support you and then subsidize you, which is one of the reasons why a lot of these diversity, equity, and inclusion places exist in the first place, right? A lot of these shows are subsidized by other shows that are doing really well, but they have to fill a slot. And so they go ahead and fill a slot with somebody that may not necessarily be delivering, but they are a decent name. They, are going to allow for them to rock out. But nowadays, it's swim or fall off. Flat out. It's either you going to deliver or you going to fall off. And even on YouTube, it's very hard for a lot of people to do a show by themselves. Most people got co-hosts. Most people have to have multiple different people on the platform. Most people can't hold people's attention for a long time. To be able to deliver a show for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours every single day, is very, very difficult and very few people can do it. I'm able to do it on a Millionaire Morning Show, and we do pretty decent numbers every single day. I know last month, amongst all of my platforms, we averaged 26 million views, over 4 million watch hours in a month. You know what I'm saying? So, as an independent content creator, that is phenomenal for me, especially considering that every single year I do exponentially better and we almost double year over year every single year. And so, making that investment into yourselves, you can do what you want to do on your own platform, but you can't do it when you're playing with other people's money and they playing your salary. You got to play ball. And when you start messing up the money or you start offending people or you make yourself difficult to work with, I'm surprised, honestly, that she even has her own show, or she had her own show. I'm not one for pocket watching. I don't really care about the type of money you're getting unless I can figure out how to capitalize and get that type of money for myself. So that is no factor whatsoever. But Amanda Seales, it just seems like she's just going on a downward trajectory. And every single time that I see her go viral or you see her post, she always talking about somebody hating on her. Ain't nobody hating on her. Ain't nobody even tripping off of none of that. Really, what it comes down to is that some people are just really, really difficult to work with. They can't get out of their own way. And it doesn't really matter how talented they are. If you are a toxic person, then you are going to be problematic for the business. And when you start messing up the money, people got to start letting you go. And it's not always everybody else's fault. It's not always the boss's fault. It's not always D.L. Hughley's fault. Everybody talk about everybody. Everybody talk crap about everybody. Nobody is immune to it. And that's a part of content creation. If you are a creator, then you're going to get this work. And so ain't nobody going to protect you from yourself. You say anything you want about anybody else, respectfully, and I don't even like D.L. Hughley or Ricky Smiley. People talk about them. They talk about people. It's reciprocated, but you still got to be able to deliver. And so I haven't checked any of their numbers. I don't know whether or not they doing really well or anything like that. I just think that radio shows is kind of corny nowadays. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's all about the visual. It's always been about the visual. If you can't put a face to it, then it's really a waste of time. I know that a lot of these places survive based off of syndication and things. But again, I just think that Amanda Seales, respectfully, and I don't really even have nothing negative to say about her personally, but I'm just speaking on what it is that she put out there. She seems like a problematic person all the time, and she thinks that she can use other people's platforms, which she has not built anything herself. And everything that she's done, it seems like it comes from somebody else's equipment, somebody else's platform, somebody else's radio station. They give you a show, they want you to deliver. I'm assuming that paying you a salary, and so then you gotta play ball, you gotta play nice, you gotta deliver. It's about money. It's still a business at the end of the day. And if she was doing numbers, I think that it would be a much more difficult conversation for them to let her go. She even admitted herself that her show wasn't funny and that she wanted to toe the line on some other stuff. And I seen another creator, after y'all sent this to me, y'all kind of put it into my algorithm. I seen another creator speaking about, oh my God, I can't believe that Amanda Seales show is canceled and all of this stuff. Or they were saying that it was a bunch of music that was starting to be played either during her time slot or whatever. I don't know. Again, all I know is it's numbers. It's all about numbers. I don't know if she got a big enough following to be able to control that narrative. But I do know that over the last year and a half, at least 2 years, it seemed like people are stepping away from her and people don't want to work with her. And so, even in that sense, I can't even say that she's blackballed. I think that people are just difficult to work with and they make themselves unavailable for opportunities that usually would make them greater, richer, more successful, and have more of an impact, and then be able to voice what you want to voice in the culture. I don't think it even has nothing to do with Kamala Harris, to be honest with you. I don't like Kamala Harris either. But y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. And then get your tickets to come and kick it with me this weekend, December 14th. Discount code Anton. Discount code Anton. You got to click remove and then remove the current discount code and then put Anton in there. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.